What do you want me to read?
Nothing, Chris.
You read that.
I'll read this, you read that, I'll read this, and then you read that.
Okay.
I actually gotta get some water.
I'm good.
Our marriage mission. To have a Christian-founded marriage, spreading the gospel through encouragement, shepherding, and leadership.
That we would build disciples rooted in Jesus' examples through our God-given gifts.
To vow daily to raise our children up in Christ so they do not stray from Him.
And to outwardly display our faith in our daily walk.
Turn to the side, put your knees over the side.
Are you supposed to be talking?
Yes.
You just get like comfortable however you need.
Randall Robertson. I am from many different places. I want to get up this morning. At least I tried. I'm so nervous that the day of the wedding, I'm gonna cut my hair. Like I've cut my hair since I was a junior in high school. I'm like terrified that I'm gonna like nick myself.
Hi, my name is Rachel Meckstroth. Well, I'm a Cincinnati West Side, born and raised. Am I looking this way?
Yeah, you're looking just like the camera
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
I've been attracted to all different races, ethnicities, but I always found a little bit more attraction to whoever loved Jesus.
Yeah.
When Brandon and I met, he invited me to come out to church at Bethel, Cincinnati. And at first I wasn't really, I was kind of just going for him. And I had to figure out that I needed to do it for myself.
I'd see the Save the Last Dance movies, and I'd see this and I'd see that. You know, you'd see it on TV, but you never really knew. You never really understood what was going on.
Racially, I had to go through and figure out a lot, and thinking through like how we're getting married and understanding either side. And I will never be able to understand where he's coming from, and that for me means that I'm understanding of what he's going through. We always say it's like the perfect storm of everything that's been happening in the world today, that it kind of brought up everything that we didn't necessarily have to think about. Like a lot of couples we've talked to that are interracial, they don't talk about these things until 10 years down the road because something happened. And what this has done, this whole election, everything has brought so much to us that tells us like a whole different story. And it really has allowed me to say, you know, when I have kids, my kids will be considered black. And that is something that I have to, that I've come to grips with, and understanding that I will never be able to relate with my kids in a certain way.
I'll never forget an article that Rachel showed me one day, and that article was written by a white woman. And so this white woman had a white kid, and in that, she already had a white kid, her and this black dude had a child together. And when the black man would go to the grocery store with the white kid, people would walk up to him and say, like wonder if he stole the child. But then when she would walk through the supermarket with the mixed kid, people would walk up and say, how sweet of you to adopt a black baby. And that just blew my mind, something that I'd already kind of known, but for Rachel to send me that article and us in that media-driven frenzy that was going on, where all this hatred and going on right now, it's been really tough for me and Rachel, but ultimately our relationship has only gotten stronger because we've had to talk about some things that that kind of scare a lot of people.
I knew when I missed him. I knew that when he went away and was on some trip or something, and I was like, man, this guy is like really tugging at me. Like, I really miss him.
Rachel has been someone that I don't get tired of. But this was one concern of mine when we officially decided to start dating. I was scared that if I sat down at dinner and I didn't have anything to say, I was like, what happens if like there's a lull in the conversation? I never reached a point where there was nothing to talk to her about, and I wanted her to know everything about me. And she always accepted me for who I was.
All right, Rachel, what's your favorite thing about Raina?
My favorite thing about you? Not a whole lot, no, I'm just kidding. My favorite thing about Rhiannon is his passion, his smile, his love of Jesus. Not when you smile like that. Yeah.
All right, Brandon, what's your favorite thing about Rachel?
My favorite thing about Rachel is immediately the fact that I know she trusts me. I know that I can be myself, no changes, no issues, and she accepts me. But overall, I love that she challenges me. So if I say something stupid,
I'll tell him.
she'll tell me. Like, no, that's dumb. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it is. But that's one thing is I need someone that in my life that's gonna call me out on my crap. And she's quick to do so
And tell you to be quiet.
and tell me to stop talking.
Yeah.
God is a pillar in my life and is literally the most important person in my life. And that's kind of where I make my decisions from.
See Christ in Rhiannon as far as like his passion for kids, his smile, his constant like just striving to be awesome. He's just super passionate and he loves the youth and the kids, so to think of Christ as like our father, he will one day be an amazing father. Through our evolution, I guess like at first it was just kind of something not necessarily the center of our relationship. So through that evolution, I constantly will pick up the Bible. I will, read things that constantly encourage me and help me to remember that he's the center of our relationship.
Yep. I told her before the half marathon, I was like, you never know what today holds. Like, I could break up with you.
So I was not expecting the engagement at all. Like, I was absolutely shocked.
Yep. And Chris, a good friend of mine at work, was there to take photos, and
He handed you the ring.
he slipped the ring to me behind my back as everybody was saying congratulations.
Well, and I'm like super sweaty and like disgusting, so like I didn't really want. I was like, all right, get out of here, like let's go. And he's like, no, one more picture. And that last picture was you down on your knee, which was beautiful that day.
First of all, we really want to thank everyone that is here today. It is a big deal to have your support. We've consistently thought and prayed over the individuals that are here and those that can't be with us. So when I reference those that can't be with us, we have a table here with all of our family members that... Crap, I told you I wasn't going to do this! All of our family members that have passed away and that have been a huge part of our lives. And as was referenced earlier, that have changed our lives and made it for the better. So when you get a chance, please check out the table. But most of all, thank you so much for supporting Rachel and I on our big day, but of all else in the future, because we're gonna need everybody's support in our marriage. So